little bit of getting to know you tonight, Kayo.
Yep.
So you're from Canberra originally?
That's right, Kayo Marbilus, Canberra City's own, Canberra City's finest in the building.
And how long have you been up in Sydney for?
Since Monday. Since Monday. I came down to see some family, and I thought I'd get a few interviews and stuff out of the way as well. Two birds, one stone.
That's good. It's forward planning is always good. And what do you think of Sydney? You enjoying it?
Love it, of course. It's always good. Full of vibe, full of activity. Just love it. It's all go, go, go. It's good. Love the hustle.
Nice. Alright, so you've got a few songs. So you're about to release your second album soon.
Sure.
Your first album's been doing great in the hip-hop industry.
Yeah.
So now, you're a bit of a mixed artist. So I wouldn't call you just a straight hip-hop artist. You like to dabble in a few.
Hip-hop R&B started off with that. I've been doing hip-hop and R&B for the last 10 years. And then the last 2 years I transitioned into house, garage, deep house music and stuff, thanks to the like of a Canberra DJ producer called Magnifique. Shout out to Magnifique. And we've done a few tracks over the last 2 years that I've been fortunate enough to have a handful jump on the ARIA club charts in the top 40 in the last year and a half, such as Float, Where Did My Night Go, and Ain't Gonna Lie. And just about to drop a couple of tracks with old school legend Kikanobi. Shout out to Kikanobi. We've got some tracks coming out getting to the end of the year as well.
Nice one, nice one. All right, so you've been up in Sydney for about a week now, doing quite a few interviews. So I wanted to just ask a few questions on how our listeners can get to know you a little bit more personally.
Cool. Well, what can I say? Ghana born in West Africa. Came here when I was 2 years old, and lived in Canberra pretty much my whole life. Had a large presence in Sydney in regards to just coming up here as a kid because of the big Ghanaian community. So I've always been very familiar with the city. And then in the last couple of years, as I've progressed with my music, I've been coming up a bit more often to meet the right people and network and stuff. But also thank God with Facebook and Instagram and more Facebook, and thank God for MySpace days, I've been able to network with people over the years. So everyone knows who I am. So it's pretty cool. Most people know who I am.
So on a more of a personal note now, are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
I'm a non-smoker.
Non-smoker. Are you the type of person that has to shower before you get into bed, or it's not a worry for you?
Yeah, I shower before I get to bed. Two showers a day, morning and evening.
Nice one, nice one. Do you prefer the club scene or a house party?
Club scene, but sometimes when you get turned up too much, you got to turn it down. So a house scene, a house party isn't too bad now and then.
Bit of both?
Yeah.
So when you are in the club, are you on the dance floor or are you on the wall?
I'm on the wall. I'm watching everyone else. I'm having my drink. I'm chilling. I think maybe because I'm getting a bit older. But when I was younger, I'll be on the dance floor. But every so often, you see me on the dance floor. But most times, I'm just there, just mingling, talking, just kicking back.
Or up on stage on the mic.
Exactly. Or I'm controlling the party by being the master of ceremonies or performing. So yeah.
So when you have a female in your company and the two of you are sharing a bed, are you a snuggler or a no snuggler?
Snuggle. I'd spoon that shit all out. I snuggle.
You're down for the spooning.
You feel on top and bottom, trust me.
When you're in the supermarket or when you're picking your meals for the day, do you pick healthy foods or it's not really a concern?
It's not really a concern, but I always mix it up. I always get the main necessities, such as like your steaks and your veggies and your pastas for dinners, all your heavy food. Then as the half an hour, kind of like the time drags on, I start putting in the soft drinks and the chocolates and the M&Ms and stuff. But before I'm about to check out into the checkout, I swing past the fruit section and get my mandarins, my bananas, and my apples and stuff too. You gotta mix it up.
I'm glad to hear that. You do need your fruits and
100%.
Are you more of a gym or a couch body?
Right now, in the last year and a half, I've been a couch potato, but I did have a nice gym body not long ago. I got to get back into it because the gym is very important. And as you know, as an artist, as you guys know in the industry, being in the fitness industry and training and keeping them fit and healthy it's hand in hand in regards to your breathing techniques and just pretty much just looking good and physically feeling good as well. So it's really important.
Would you say you have preference over new school or old school?
I think the old school is important because it's a reminder of where you come from and where it all started. It's good to go back to your roots. But the new school is also relevant as well because it reminds you that you got to adapt always to what's happening now and be relevant and take what you can from the new school and also mix with the old school as well. So I think it goes hand in hand with that as well. Old school, new school is cool. You gotta appreciate it. You gotta respect the new school.
On that note, mate, who do you think your main influences were?
Oh man, the funny thing is it's pretty generic. So for example, the Tupacs, the Snoop Dogg, but also the Nas, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Gravediggers. All those kind of artists from back in the mid '90s and stuff. But the funny thing is, I kind of get embarrassed, but the truth of the matter is, one of my favorite artists of all time, who I believe was underrated was Lloyd Banks. He was the one he was the one that when I started writing poetry when I was 15. I started writing poetry in '98, and in about 2003, 2004, I started taking it serious and actually writing structured songs. And around that time, 2004, when Lloyd Banks had Hunger for More out and Beg for Mercy was out, I was getting all those punchlines. I'm like, it's all about the punchlines and the deep thought and the deep lyrics and really telling your story and writing in a way that the listener can actually visualize what you're talking about. And I took that really, really carefully. So when you hear my songs, I have that kind of like thing where the punchlines, the imagery, it's all there. So shout out to Lloyd Banks. That was really important for me back then.
Nice one.
And one last question to wrap up our little getting to know Kayo. When it comes to the ladies, do you have a preference to blondes, brunettes, black hair, or red?
I like the dark hair looking ones, like the one sitting next to me right now.
You make me blush.
I don't discriminate. I don't think it's about looks as such. I think obviously when you first meet somebody, you're attracted to the looks, but at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to blonde, brunette, freckles, redhead, whatever. What it comes down to is the person within themselves and the beauty will come out within itself, you know what I mean? So
nice,
it's all good.
Nice. That's good to hear. I'm glad that you sit on that side of the fence because, yes, it does go deeper than looks. Personality is key. That was Getting to Know Kayo on 99.3 with Marina.
Love it.
Thank you for coming.
No worries. Can I just give one shout out to my friend D? D's nuts.
Shout out.
And a shout out to all the brunette ladies out there who have a wonderful personality who like to snuggle. Give us a call.
I like Kayo. I like your boy.
Yeah. You're single and mate, you got a request for us.
For sure. I got a song, Chinks Drugs, Rest in Peace, All I Know.
Here we go, 99.3. Check it out.